Kay contacted the talk radio internet show I was producing because she had been working on a documentary about amputees, and she wanted to fly over from London to talk to us about an amputee beauty pageant that we were putting on. We said, yeah, so she flew from London to New York, and when she got here, we realized that A, Kay was not really a journalist. B, we couldn't find enough amputees to actually hold the amputee beauty pageant. And C, she was willing to do anything. So my radio host was quite crazy, and he had this one thing he loved. He called it the hair thing. Kay had hair, I used to call it pillowhead hair, really fluffy, curly hair. And all he wanted her to do was rub it on his penis. Then he would grab it and jerk off and come in her hair. She agreed. And after she was done, all I wanted to do was save her. She was really tall and lanky, kind of like Big Bird. And she wore makeup, enough makeup to be considered a drag queen. She had an accent too, like Ozzy Osbourne. And after she had done the hair thing, I felt really bad, and I told her, if you want to come back to New York another time, you're more than welcome to stay with me. I didn't know how much Kay loved New York, and within 3 weeks, she was back, and she was staying at my house. We became instant friends, really good friends, and so of course I introduced her to my boyfriend at the time, a man I'll call Seth. He was a musician with limited success and a penchant for platform shoes because he looked and was about as tall as Seth Green if you put Seth Green in a microwave for like 5 to 10 seconds. So the next time Kay was in town, the three of us had gone out, and we had really hit it off, and we said, oh, you should come back again. Well, 6 weeks later, Kay was back. She's staying at my apartment. I had just gotten a new job with another radio show, and I was really excited, and it was Kay's last night in town, and I was starting my job the next day. So Seth, Kay, and I decided to go out and celebrate. We went over to a Mexican restaurant in the West Village on the corner of 7th Avenue and Bleecker. And instead of eating, we just drank and drank and drank. Lots of margaritas, lots of tequila. I noticed as the night went on, I was talking to everybody else at the bar, and Kay and Seth were talking a lot and to each other. And about 12:30, we decided to all leave, and the bar was conveniently located just blocks from Seth's studio apartment. So we decided that we'd head back there first. And they were walking in front of me, and I remember thinking, this feels a little weird, but I am really drunk. And I'm not sure if what I'm feeling is the alcohol or my gut, and so I'm just gonna go with it. We get back to the apartment, and I really have to pee. I go into the bathroom, and I hear Seth put on Angie Stone, and on the radio I'm hearing More Than a Woman, and as I flush and open the door, I look out, and there's Kay sitting there, and Seth is just massaging her neck and kissing her cheeks. And I think to myself, I have two options here. I can either freak out right now, or I can go with this. I'm pretty open-minded, and I knew that Seth had really wanted a threesome, and I knew that Kay was really into me. And so I thought, I'll go with it. Maybe it was the alcohol, but I was like, yeah, why not? So we go over to the bed, and Seth positions himself in front of Kay, and Kay positions herself so she can pay attention to me. And she starts kissing my breasts, and she heads down to my belly, and she's teasing my inner thighs. And then she works her way back up to my belly, and she starts kissing my lips. And I can taste this really minty taste on her mouth, and I'm thinking, she's got really fresh breath. Wait, she's chewing gum. Why is she still chewing gum? We're kissing. She's chewing. All right, I'll just let it go. 10 seconds later, she's nibbling on my ear, and I feel something cold and hard drop out of her mouth. And I'm thinking to myself, no, that's the gum, but I mean, it can't be. It must be near the bed. I'll just flick it over. And sure enough, as I go to flick it, I feel it caught in my hair, like really caught in there, like drop behind the ear caught. So I'm pretty drunk and I'm thinking I could just let this go on, or I could get up and get the gum out of my hair, and I'm really starting to freak out. I want to get the gum out of my hair. Oh my God, what am I doing? I've got to get this gum out of my hair. So I say, excuse me, I'll be right back. And I go off again into the bathroom. And I get in there and I notice like it's so lodged in my hair that all I can do is think about, is there a scissor in the bathroom? I don't want to cut my hair. I might have to cut my hair. Oh my God, I'm just going to sit here and pick it out. So as I'm picking the gum out of my hair with tears in my eyes and alcohol in my belly, and I'm thinking, this cannot be happening. I just want to go to sleep now. I open the door quietly and I see Big Bird lying on the bed and Seth just pecking away at her pussy. I don't even look up. I stand there for maybe 2 to 3 minutes watching this happen, thinking, what about me? As that thought continues in my head, it gets worse and worse, and you know how alcohol makes things. You get a little bit more emotional, and now I'm thinking, oh my God, I hate them both so much. So I do something that, as a sex educator, I don't recommend anybody doing. And I scream at the top of my lungs, this needs to stop right now. And then I look at both of them and I say, you're doing it wrong. And I point at Kay and I say, you need to get your clothes and go back to my apartment. And I look at Seth and I say, we need to talk. Kay, of course, is so upset and she scuttles out of the apartment, and I tell her I'll see her in the morning. And I'm sitting there with Seth, and he's so mad at me because I just broke up a threesome. And I'm so mad at him because he just was having a threesome, and we didn't even talk about it. We decide we're gonna take a little bit of a break. I go back to the apartment. I tell Kay it'll be fine. We'll talk when she gets back to England. And we do. And maybe it's this Jewish guilt thing, but I start to feel really badly about how I acted that night. So I tell her again, well, next time you come, we'll do a redo. It'll be so much better. A few weeks later, Kay is back, and we're ready to do this. So Seth comes to my place. And of course, there's a little more alcohol involved, and we set it up, we put candles out, and the room is just really nicely lit, music is playing, and we start to kiss, and I smell something really funny, like burning. And I look back, and Kay's hair is on fire. And of course, so we pat her out. We laugh. We go into the bedroom, and Kay goes down on me, and she gets me off, and then we go down on her and finish her off with a Hitachi magic wand. And then we cuddle for a few minutes, and then we kick her out because that's my rule, is she can't stay in bed for the night. And when I think back on this threesome and that week, or those months actually, I think it was actually hair that brought us together. It was hair that pulled us apart. And it was hair that brought us back together again. And if you try and set up an amputee beauty pageant, you can get laid. Thank you.